Hi guys, and welcome back to Craftmas video number 3. How you doing? Welcome back. We are going to be making some Glam, Gingy, and candy cane decor. This is a mature household that's kid-free, so I want to add some Glam vibes. These trees will be spray painted. I have these candlesticks that I got from Dollar Tree. The trees came from Dollar General. They were $3 each. I found this candy cane ribbon from Walmart. And these candy cane pieces I had from last year. Of course, Rust-Oleum sponsored me already, okay? My Rust-Oleum Gingy paint. And we got some puffy paint. This DIY was inspired by something that I seen in Ross a while back. And at the time, I only seen one of these trees. I eventually found a store that had two. They were $8.99 each. But by then, I had made up my mind that I was going to make it. I was not going to get one tree without the other. So we're going to be spray painting these Gingy Brown. And trees on pedestals is in this year. If you go into Marshall's or TJ Maxx, you will see trees that are elevated on some sort of pedestal, and I like it. But I just don't want to pay that price, okay? So this DIY is inspired by a lot of trees. Moving on, we'll be making a candy cane candy 3-wick candle holder, okay? Inspired by the Bath and Body Works candle holder. I took this picture. I seen it in the store when I was in Raleigh. They wanted $29.99. Hell no, to the no, no, no. Your girl's gonna make it. That's right. We are going to make it. So I got these candy canes from some ornaments I bought from Ross. These single peppermint candies came from Target Dollar Spot. I got some Rust-Oleum paint. I got an ultra matte, but if you look at their picture is very glossy. It's shining that, that piece. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't want to pay that money. So the candle holders from Home Decor and the plates are from the party section. It is 28 degrees. I have on my heaviest coat and I'm standing in front of Craftmas video number 2. Check it out. So the the inspiration piece had other candy in different shapes and sizes. These pieces I have them left over from last year. I'll see if they can be used. So first things first, we're going to paint the plate and the candle holder in white. This didn't go as a plan, but I'll explain later. Spray paint changes everything in a matter of seconds. I absolutely love it. I just was not expecting this cold front. And I attempted to spray paint the candies. However, the paint just would not take. I don't know why, but the paint just would not take. But I did Google that spray painting or painting in this weather can have a serious effect on the outcome. And trust me, this was an all-day process because of the cold weather. I've never spray painted in these temperatures, and I advise you don't do it. But I don't have a garage, and I don't have a basement, and I didn't want to spray paint in the house. Moving on to the trees, I started by painting them upside down just because I wanted to get a good coat on the bottom, and I eventually will flip them over and finish the spray painting process. I had to paint, you guys seen me spray paint before. Should have been like a 1 to 2 coats, unfortunately, the weather. So while the trees are drying, we are going to start with our candle holder. I will be using hot glue. I have Gorilla Hot Glue. If you choose to, you can use a permanent adhesive as well. This is a really great adhesive at Dollar Tree. It's like a dupe for E6000. And we are going to assemble our candle holder. I started out by just putting hot glue on the bottom of the candy canes. However, that was wrong. Do not just do that alone. You are not only going to put hot glue on the bottom, but you're also going to put hot glue on the back of the candy cane that's going to be touching the candle stand just to give it more support. Okay. And once I did that, I had no problem. They stood up, no problem. We will be adding our first piece of candy now. And I was unable to really get this piece any lower. This is the piece that had the ornament hanger. So that will be going down on the bottom of the candle holder. And just like the candy canes, not only are we going to put hot glue on the bottom, we're also going to put hot glue where the piece of candy touches the candy canes. Now this piece we're going to lay on top to cover a hole that's also on the opposite side of the candy. I really don't know why the hole was there, but we're going to place the candy on top to conceal that. And all we have to do next, guys, after we hold this in place is attach our candle plate. Now, this is optional. You can use, Dollar Tree has a glass candle plate. They also have mirrored candle plates. You can use whatever you want, but I felt like this is as close to the real one as possible. And it works. It's sturdy. It's holding this 3-wick candle from Bath and Body Works, one of my favorite candles, the Give Hope Christmas one that has notes of peppermint and marshmallow. Yummy. I love a gourmand candle. And I think it came out beautiful, guys. Compared to the original, I think we did the damn thing. And cheaper, much cheaper than $29.99. And this is in time for Candle Day that is coming up this Saturday for those of you who are going to be purchasing some. So we're getting working on the trees. I'm going to start with adding the peppermint bow to the candle holder, okay? Just to add that candy cane element into it. I mean, if you want to paint the candy cane, the candle holder red and add white stripes, you can, but this is what I'm deciding to do. And I think it looks really, really cute and different. And next up, we will be adding the gingerbread icing detail, which you guys have no idea, because I sped it up for time reasons, how much my hand was shaking. When working with puffy paint, I have a much more steadier hand with using a paint pen, but there's no other way to mimic an icing detail without puffy paint, you know what I mean? Unless you're going to use cork or something like that. But it might not look like much from your view, but I think we may be pleased in the end. And I'm thinking, do I want to add glitter or not? I think I'm going to not add glitter. I always add glitter. And this time I don't want to. So I'm just going along, guys. I'm just making my icing detail along the bottom of the tree. And yeah, shaking like a leaf. All right, guys, this came out better than I thought. I was nervous as heck as I was doing this because my hand was not steady. Now we will be adding the topper. That's what this peppermint candy is. And there is a tiny hole also on this. So we're going to put the hole facing down with some hot glue, holding it in place until it's set. And then we're going to add a icing drip around the candy. So don't worry if there's some glue showing. The puffy paint will conceal that. And we are done. The only thing that has to be done is let the puffy paint dry. Off camera, I will complete tree number 2 because the paint is still tacky on it. This was an all-day process, but I am loving the results. And I think this is just a little touch of Gingy Glam, Candy Cane Glam decor for a mature household. You could also do this if you have children. but I'm absolutely loving it. I have been inspired by all of the trees that I have been seeing in the stores. Your girl just don't want to pay those prices. But thank you for joining me for Craftmas, guys. I hope you're enjoying it. I have a playlist set up where if you missed the other two videos, there's a playlist called Craftmas 2024. All right, guys, I got my pillow stuffing on the bench, and after I wrapped yesterday's video, I figured out how to make it higher. All I did was that method where I used the zip ties to make a hook. I just made a lower one. That's it. Instead of doing it at the top of the swag like I do for all my other ones, I just raised it up. I need to paint my door, so don't pay that no mind. I'm going to get to it eventually. But yeah, guys, so this is the height that I wanted to hang. All I did was make the hanger a little bit lower, and let me show you what I did to secure it to the window. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see that hook. I have a zip tie, and I just hooked it to the hook is on the window, and then the zip tie is attached to the swag, and it's hooked on just to keep it. It won't move now at all. It's been so cold, but I'm going to add my Gingys and my peppermint candies to my gate. But I'm just over it today. I'm just over it. And congratulations. We have two winners for the November monthly WOW. You'll be receiving a $25 gift card. G. Wallace and Tanara Amos 919. Congratulations. Thank you all again for watching. Have a great Craftmas. I hope you enjoyed.